Let's practice making questions. You know, one of the best ways to improve your English speaking is by speaking a lot. And one way to speak a lot is to ask questions. Questions, questions, questions. Let's practice how to make questions. Let's go. Knowing how to make questions is very important in English. If you can make a question, you can make a conversation go longer. You can lead a conversation. And if you are speaking more, if you are asking a lot of questions, then your English will improve. In today's lesson, we are going to focus on past questions. Okay? Only past questions. And in today's lesson, we are going to focus on one type of past question. So, let's look at the pattern that we will use in today's lesson. If you want to make a past question in today's lesson, I want you to follow the pattern that you will see on the screen. So first, we need a WH word, a WH question word. Next, we are going to use did. After did, we need the subject. And after the subject, we need a verb. Okay, so one more time, we have WH, did, subject, and verb. Let's look at an example question. All right, so my first WH past question is, what did you do yesterday? What did you do yesterday? So this question is following the pattern. WH, did, subject, verb. What did you do yesterday? So, what did you do yesterday? Please tell me what you did and leave it in the comment section. Me, what did I do yesterday? I watched a movie. I watched a movie. Now, if we want to continue with this theme, maybe the next question, I want to know the movie title. I want to know the movie title. So maybe my question might be, what did you watch? What did you watch? So here, my answer is, I watched Mission Impossible. I watched Mission Impossible. Maybe another answer is, I watched Barbie. I watched Barbie. Now, whenever you make a question, the other person will answer. So it's very important that when you answer the question, we are using the past tense. Now, knowing your past tense verbs is very, very important. I have a lot of short videos where I'm testing you on your past tense and past participles. So please check out all of those videos to practice your past tense. So, before we move to making questions, let's practice our past tenses. Let's practice past tenses. So, in this practice section, I will give you a sentence. And in this sentence, the verb will be in the present tense. I want you to change the verb into the past tense. Okay, number 1. I go to a restaurant yesterday. I go to a restaurant yesterday. Please change this into the past tense. Okay, so here I need to change the verb go. The past tense of go is went. So the sentence becomes, I went to a restaurant yesterday. Number 2, we drive around the parking lot for 20 minutes in order to find a parking space. Please change this into the past tense. Okay, so I must change the verb drive. The past tense of drive is drove. So we drove around the parking lot for 20 minutes in order to find a parking space. Number 3, when we arrive at the restaurant, the place is full. Please change this into the past tense. All right, so we have 2 verbs in this sentence. When we arrived at the restaurant, the place was full. So we have arrived and was. Number 4, we see a beautiful rainbow. Please change that into the past tense. Okay, the answer here is we saw a beautiful rainbow. Number 5, I take a walk last night. Please change this into the past tense. All right, to change this in the past tense, my sentence becomes, I took a walk last night. So take, took. Okay, so how did you do? Were you able to make all of those verbs into the past tense? If not, just rewatch the video and practice the past tenses again. Also, check out all of my other videos where we practice the past tense. And while you're at it, if you like this lesson so far, please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. And don't forget to share this video with anyone you know who is studying English. It will be a great help for my channel. Okay, so let's practice WH questions now. This brings us to the active part of today's lesson. We are going to practice WH questions, but past WH questions. Remember, our question pattern will be a WH word, did, subject, and verb. Now, before we go into all of the questions, let's do one of the questions together so you understand how to do it. In this section, I will give you the answer to a question. I will give you the answer. I want you to make the question. So listen to the answer, read the answer, and then make the question for that answer. For example, let's do this one together. The answer is, They went to Italy on their vacation. They went to Italy on their vacation. So, I must think of a question. So, maybe my question will be where? Where? Because the answer says Italy. So, it's a where question. And the answer says they. They went to Italy. So, I have the subject is they. They went. So, I know my verb as well. So, if we remember the question pattern, WH, did, subject, verb. So my WH question is where did they, and remember my verb was went, but in the question it must be present tense. So the verb is go. Where did they go on their vacation? Okay, one more time. Where did they go on their vacation? They went to Italy on their vacation. Okay, so did you understand that? Did you understand how to make the question? So remember, I will give you the answer first. Please use that information and make a WH question. So let's practice one more. Let's practice one more together. Now, the first example was they went to Italy on their vacation. So my question was, where did they go on their vacation? All right, so second example, let's keep the same idea. We're talking about they went to Italy on their vacation. So second example, the answer is they went there last weekend. They went there last weekend. All right, so now we know the answer. It's last weekend. So my question must be when. When? So my question for this answer is, when did they go there? When did they go there? They went there last weekend. Okay, so do you understand how we will be making these questions? If not, just rewatch this part of the lesson until you understand, and then you can try the active part. So let's start the active part of this lesson. I will give you an answer. Please give me the question. Number one, the answer is, I went shopping last weekend. I went shopping last weekend. What is your past question? All right, so my question is, what did you do last weekend? What did you do last weekend? Okay, so if you have the same question as me, great. But it is possible to have a different question. If you made a different question, please write it into the comment section and I will check. There's more than one question for this answer. Number 2, the answer is, I woke up at 7 a.m. today. What is your question? All right, my question for this is, what time did you wake up today? What time did you wake up today? All right, remember, leave your answer down below. Number 3, the answer is, I went there with my friend. What is your question for this answer? All right, my question for this is, who did you go there with? Who did you go there with? Okay, number 4 and number 5 are going to be a little bit more difficult. For number 4, I'm not going to give you the whole answer. I'm not going to make a sentence. I will give you 2 or 3 words only. I want you to use that information and please make a question and please make the answer. So you have 2 tasks, 2 things you must do. Make the question and make the answer. I will not give you the verb. It's your responsibility, your role, your job to think of the correct verb. So, number 4, the answer is pizza, dinner. Pizza, dinner. What is your question and what is your answer? Remember, it must be the past tense. Okay, so for me, pizza and dinner, my question is, what did you eat for dinner? What did you eat for dinner? And the answer is, I ate pizza for dinner. I ate pizza for dinner. Okay, so did you get that right? If you have a different question and a different answer, that's okay. Leave it down below and I will check. And number 5, last one. Your answer is Hawaii, 10 days. What is your past question and your answer for this? All right, my question for this situation is, how long did you stay in Hawaii? How long did you stay in Hawaii? And the answer is, I stayed in Hawaii for 10 days. Okay, so how did you do? Did you get all of those right? Especially number 4 and number 5. Did you get those right? You had to make a question and an answer. Plus, you had to think of the correct verb. All right, so if it was difficult, you can always rewatch the active part of the lesson. And if you think this lesson helped your English, if you think it was useful, and if you had a good time, please subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up and hit the notification bell. Also, share this with anyone you know, as it will really, really help my channel. I'm making a lot of videos, so make sure you check out the future ones. And don't forget, I have a lot of past videos as well, especially past tense verb videos. If you want to practice your verbs, check out all of those videos. Until the next lesson, see ya. Thank you very much for watching today's lesson. Today we practiced past questions. If you think this lesson was useful for your English, please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. I'm posting a lot of videos, so make sure you check out all my upcoming videos coming out. Until the next lesson, see ya.